Hello to everyone, another exciting episode of Match Point by Dr. Adnan, and you are seeing these feeds, live feeds on the E-Awaz exclusively on our program Match Point. So it's all about the Global T20 and we are into day number 4. Another double header we are gonna see today. As I told you yesterday, as I gave my feed yesterday and told you that was the first upset in this Global T20 League when Cricket West Indies B team yesterday beat Montreal Tigers, Tom Moody and Latish Malinga team, and who knows, that might be they are out of the Global T20. But still, the game is wide open. If you remember the PSL and Multan Sultan early on rising and suddenly then collapsing and out of the business. So who knows that Montreal Tigers are back sometimes in the game, because the crucial days are coming when the rains will be coming and the 1-1, lot of draws we can see. So the 1-1 points and they can have edge. So as I told you that yesterday we saw a big upset. The first upset have been done and been made in this Global T20 League when we saw the Cricket West Indies B team and the young players, how they demolished Latish Malinga and Tom Moody team, Montreal Tigers. And still, but as I told you, they are having a chance of themselves in the game, because still the rains will be coming off and lot of matches could have been washed out or one-on-one when they will be getting the 1 points each. So there is a chance that the other teams might be losing the game and then they come back in the competition. So let me tell you the first match which has been played today in a double header, that was between the Vancouver Knights, the losing team on the day 1 against Darren Semi. This was the team of the Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle, although couldn't work out that day that much, and still today he was Chris Fail when he got out on 0 and without troubling the scorer, and he faced only 4 balls for getting this 0 runs. So anyhow, when Winnipeg Hawks team was a good team and they were in the good stamina and they were in the good flow after the David Warner team outblast their opponents 2 days back and winning the game. But today Chris Gayle team, Vancouver Knights, put them into the bat after winning the toss, as usual, as most of the teams are doing except Cricket West Indies. Every team is usually chasing is on this ground because it's a user friendly wicket and the batting friendly wicket, they are saying right from the beginning. So what happened? Winnipeg Hawks, when came to bat on, David Warner was got out cheaply again on the 4. That day we also saw, we didn't see much effort of the David Warner, as we were seeing his counterpart Steve Smith, his previous skipper, but David Warner couldn't do much. Lendl Simmons once again proving little bit lethal but not enough for his team. On the 17 deliveries he made 24 runs. Ben McDermott got cheaply out by Fawad on 8, and down the track if I see Dan Bravo 30 and Webster, he make 49. That's why they moved to a respectable total, and ultimately 156 for the loss of 9 wickets when they finished their quota of 20 overs. So not a big target for the Global T20, where we were seeing the 228 runs chased on the day number 1. And then that winning toss team came. But before them, I just want to tell you the pick of the wickets. Tim Southee with the 1 wicket, but the most economical bowler was the Sheldon Cottrell, who grabbed 3 wickets and he gave away only 28 runs. So he was the pick of the wickets for the opposition. So later on, Vancouver Knights came to chase this match, although an easy match seemed to be they will chase very early, but the Chris Gayle was LBW by the Ali Khan. Although Winnipeg Hawks lost the match, but one of the major things what they are getting, the youngsters and the prominent players like Ali Khan, who is doing very well in the first game against the Montreal Tigers. He also played very well. I told you previously, Atak-born Pakistani player who is currently in the USA, playing from the Guyana Amazon Warriors, and now having a huge experience with playing with these guys. He took the wicket of Chris Gayle on the very 4th delivery of the match, and Chris Gayle was in the trouble. Erwin Lewis also got out cheaply on the 9, caught Ben McDermott and bowled Kyle Phillip. He's the man who demolished earlier in the first match the opposition with the 95 runs, but today Lewis couldn't do much with a bat. And later on, Kedwick Walden also catch DJ Bravo, bowled Ali Khan 13, but again the runs that were made and the chase which was made possible for the victory of Vancouver Knights were the Babar Hayat. 65 he made, and ultimately he was bowled by Djo Bravo, but that was too late for the Winnipeg Hawks. And the other man who troubled them, who was not out, was Van der Dusen, who made the 39 runs and the major share in this low scoring match, and ultimately Vancouver Knights winning this match by 6 wickets, and they stamped their entry and announced their entry in this global T20. So just if I tell you about the pick of the bowlers from Winnipeg Hawks, Ali Khan 3 overs magnificently, 2 wickets and 25 runs. Wow, hats off to Ali Khan, and what a good contribution from his side, and a youngster playing against these cricketing giants, and a wonderful performance from Ali Khan. And Kyle Phillips, if I see, he was very expensive. 35 runs he gave while taking 1 wicket when he finished his quota of 4 overs. And then Mark Dial with the 36 runs, the most expensive without any wicket in the 3 overs, and he was taken back. So now the second match is going to start anytime, and we will give you and we will tell you the feeds about the second match. Second match today which has been played will be between the Cricket West Indies B team at the Edmonton Royals. Both the teams are the winner of the yesterday match. Edmonton Royals yesterday winning the match and against the Toronto Nationals Darren Sammy team, and the Cricket West Indies B team also winning the yesterday's game, and they won amazingly in an upset game against Montreal Tigers. So both the yesterday winners will take on each other, and let's see that today Mohammad Irfan and Shahid Khan Afridi and Sohail Tanveer, lot of Pakistanis to be shine in this game. So we will give you more updates regarding the global T20, but here we will have to take a very short break. You are watching Match Point by Dr. Adnan. Stay tuned to E-Awaaz. We will be right back.
Pretty well, two from two from the youngsters. We're looking to build the foundation from here going forward. Excellent performance by me today. I just put team in a good position so it can come out victorious, which we do, and it was a good performance overall. I just go out there, back myself, and try to play each ball on merit. So it was a pretty decent performance by me. So I just have to say thank you for the support from the fans and each and everyone, my teammates and everyone.
Okay, so before I get to questions, just state your name, which media outlet you represent in the country.
For Sydney, from Sports Trend Canada. My question is, you got 2 out of 2, right? 1-2.
Yeah.
Is that the expectation you came with, or you thought this one was a little bit hard for you guys?
Everyone is taking we light because we're a pretty young team. So we're just gonna show them we come here to play cricket. We don't come here to have fun. You understand? So we just go out there, play our best ability, and just come out at the end.
Okay.
Dr. Adnan Khan from Match Point. So Fabian, congratulations, 2 out of 2 run all the way, and now Fabian. So just tell me that which time of the game you thought it is out of your hands? I'm reeling on 66 for 6. What was in your mind at that time?
Well, the key players already in the pavilion, so I just have to go out there and be Fabian Allen, take care for the boys, for Nicholas Pooran and also Brandon King, who played an extra performance yesterday. So it's just that in my head, just go out there and just be Fabian Allen and come out on top.
Are we going to see the 2 champs Cricket B West Indies now?
Definitely.
Best of luck, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Kieran?
Fabian, Karen from GT20 social media. What would you consider to be the biggest moment in your life? The catch in CPL last year or this match winning performance?
To be honest, this performance, because my team in pressure, and I just go out there and just do what I have to do.
Rajan Nayak from PTI. Is it your all-time best innings so far?
Pardon?
Is it the best all-time performance from you so far?
Yeah, at this level. Yeah.
How do you go look at it in times to come?
I'm not gonna stop watching his performance because I'm playing best of the best. So it's a great performance by me. So I always gonna go back on this performance and watch and learn on this performance.
Can we look forward to a new Vivian Richards in the making?
Definitely, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
So what was the difference in pitch from first wicket to second pitch you played on both the wickets? What was the difference?
The first wicket was spinning a lot, a bit more bouncy. I think this one coming on well, so I just hit through the line of the ball.
Welcome back. Today's match was a very thrilling and exciting match between West Indies B team and Edmonton Royal. And West Indies B team won the toss and elected to bowl first. And I think Dr. Adnan, Fabian was the man of the match for that match. So I would like to ask you first of all that who was the top scorer from Edmonton Royal?
Yes, Edmonton Royals, we just want to tell our viewers about this very interesting match. 2 matches and 2 wins, 2 out of 2 Cricket West Indies B team. We were underrating them, but brilliant knock from the both matches. First time it was Puran all the way, and now it was Fabian Allen, and it was a brilliant knock, and I was not expecting such resistance from these players. But I think, Dr. Dalishi, the main reason of their game was the CPL, which polished them. As you can see, the Agha Salman was today, Hassan Khan from Kota Gladiators, Lahore Qalandar boys. So Pakistani boys were always polished by the PSL. So same way, vice versa, the CPL helped these West Indian players a lot to play. These guys have not played the international cricket, but yesterday the savior was Trinidadian. The Puran was from the Trinidad, from the Brian Lara district of Brian Lara, and today it was Jamaican boy, Fabian. And Fabian plays from the Jamaica Televols, same ways as he plays from the Trinidad and Tobago Steels. And yesterday I told that he smashed in the CPL Guyana Amazon Warriors Sunil Narayan, and this time today Fabian was the savior for the Cricket West Indies, and at one stage they were reeling on 66 for 6, would you believe? And in the 66 for 6 they were reeling, and later on how cleverly they manipulated the innings, and they were back in the game against one of the best bowling side, which is the Team Pakistan side. Lot of fast bowlers were there, lot of spinners from there, and experienced Pakistani pacers along with the Lala. And Lala was smashed for the 3 amazing sixes, and usually Lala is so good. If you remember his recent outing in the UK, in the 2 seasons he plays for the Hampshire, single-handedly in the Hampshire he made them win the game.
Okay, Dr. Adnan, I would like to ask you that yesterday, according to the yesterday match, it was so brilliantly won by Edmonton Royal. So today, everyone was expecting that today Edmonton Royal gonna win that match. So what do you think that what was the reason behind that victory of West Indies cricket today?
I think I won't say this thing that they took the game lightly, but according to my belief, the willpower of these boys and these guys are so used to of playing in these circumstances. You can't underrate the West Indies. West Indies is the World T20 champions, the World T20 specialist. In other format of game now, they are lacking in the ODIs and the test games. But in this, their status in this limited format, in the 20 overs, they are still the best guys in the business. All of them are playing the CPL. This is the main cause. But even, I won't suggest that, I will say that even Sohail Tanveer, who plays in the CPL, is the most expensive in the drafting, most expensive Pakistani player. Even Lala was not picked in the last one. This time Lala has been picked up. But Sohail Tanveer was brilliantly playing in the Caribbean Premier League. But even then, I will give the benefit of the doubt and all. In the beginning I told you I will give the benefit of doubt to the West Indians, who are playing very well, who have the potential to beat the Giants, as we have seen in the last game versus Montreal Tigers, Tom Moody's and Latish Malanga team, how deadly they was, Puran was. And today also we saw the commitment. Any time in the innings I couldn't see the panic.
Don't you think that there is a major difference of aging factor? Like in West Indies B team, all the youngsters, they are playing like under 19 or like under 22.
No, I don't
So-
believe the aging factor. Aging factor can come in the longest format, but in the T20, still the specialist Kevin O'Brien you have seen, Kevin O'Brien, Sohail Tanveer, Shahid Khan Afridi is touching the 40. But in the short format where 4 overs have been bowled and the shortest format, you have a lot of breathing space. I don't agree that because of the aging player, the Edmonton couldn't win the
Because
game.
I'm telling you because they Edmonton Royal they left 2 crucial catches.
Yes,
The match.
yeah. No, I think the Agha Salman catch was a catch on the point. That was a very difficult one. Very difficult catch, and usually these are the blasters and the game changer, just like the Shadab Khan catch in the Champions Trophy for the Kohli, or the Mohammad Kaif catch, Shoaib Malik, Azharuddin. These are the specialist position. Jonty Road and the point, backward point, Herschel Gibbs, one of the best in the business. But right now, Agha Salman, you can't expect that much from him. But the major blunder was the Kevin O'Brien right behind over camera. That catch was dropped. That was the game changer. If that time he would have caught, this match would have turned away. That catch reminded me for the 2015 World Cup when Rahat Ali dropped Shane Watson of Wahab, and the Pakistan lost the quarter-final, and Pakistan was in the position to come back in the game. But in these games, such chances if you gave 1 or 2 chances, this is it, and you are away from the game. So shortly, I will immediately brief for the Edmonton Royals. Luke Ronchi, one of the New Zealanders who is the master blaster and the specialist of this format of the cricket and the specialist batsman of the Islamabad United, he was failed and he was caught by Fabian Allen. Fabian Allen was the actually destroyer of the Edmonton Royals. He was destroying them with the one hand, but in the field, he destroyed them in the both hands when he took the catch of Luke Ronchi in the both hands with a Kevin Hodge, and he was trapped for 9. So, and later on, the Fletcher, he couldn't also accelerate. Andrew Fletcher that day played magnificently for Edmonton Royal, but then made only 4, and then Agha Salman cheaply got out on 10. Farhan Beharuddin, who recently played against India for the South Africa in the March in the T20, he could play he could make the 29, and the only resistance which came from the Irish powerhouse Kevin O'Brien, who destroyed Pakistan once about a decade ago. So Kevin O'Brien was the the only one whom I can see, who was the major difference. But later on, Lala came, but Lala only went for the one hit, and later on he was caught. He was caught out cheaply, and he came in the track. So Shahid Khan Afridi, the magic didn't work, and also the magic didn't work for Edmonton Royals. So what happened? They got cheaply out on 155 for the loss of 10 wickets. Irfan was bowled, the last man, and the not the bigger target on this ground for the Cricket West Indies B team. And later on, just I want to tell you, the pick of the wickets was McCoy. 3.4 overs, 4 wickets, only 22 runs. So miserly and cheaply he did the bowling, and this was the major factor. So Cricket West Indies when started out, Justin Greaves, Rutherford, Brandon King, I can see. Small partnership was going on, 19-11, 13-5, but no major innings until late down the target. And actually Pooran was also got out cheaply. Pooran got out on 13. At that time we never knew that Pooran will be, the Pooran is out. We never thought at that time that Cricket West Indies will be back in the business. At one stage they were 66 for 6, but then what happened? Suddenly Fabian Allen came, and then a brilliant 75 not out on 30 balls, and then the Jeremy Lewis on the 8. So last time, Dr. Dilnishi, Nicholas Pooran, the Trinidadian from the town of Brian Lara, was the destructor. And this time it was the Jamaican Televaz force from the town of Jamaica, having a vast experience of Caribbean Premier League, CPL, and this time he was the one who destroyed Lala's team, Edmonton Royals. And I think you were also sporting Edmonton Royals, and I think, I don't know, because of Lala you were sporting, or a lot of Pakistani paces were there, but I think you were cheering for the Edmonton Royals.
No, I think that not because of Lala exactly.
You don't
but
need to be shy.
A lot of Pakistani players were there, so because of that, maybe the reason is this.
Yeah, a lot of Pakistani paces were there, but again, Dr. Dilnishi, I will give all the credit to the Fabian, that the best bowling the best bowling was going on. The PSL bowling, Hassan you have seen, Irfan you have seen, Suhail Tanveer, but any bowler he has not seen, and he was smashing the ball all around. So that was the final victory. Cricket West Indies, I will want to give you the update on the match point. That Cricket West Indies now 2-2. Edmonton Royal lost the one game, Vancouver Knights lost the one game, Toronto Nationals lost the one game, Winnipeg Hawks lost the one game, Montreal Tigers was the worst among them, who lost both the games. And now the most successful team right now, Cricket West Indies, be 2-2.
So stay tuned to Match Point tomorrow. Don't forget to see the second match, double headers between Toronto Nationals and Winnipeg Hawks.
And there will be a double header, as Dr. Dilishi has told you. So 2 matches will be played. The first one will be the Toronto Nationals and the Winnipeg Hawks, while the second match will be between the losing Montreal
and Vancouver Knights.
And the Vancouver Knights. So if Dr. Dilishi, Montreal Tigers lost tomorrow's match, it will be a stamp for their return back to their countries, and there is no room for the Montreal Tigers if they lose the match tomorrow. So what we gonna see that tomorrow Montreal Tigers, to remain in the business, they will have to win the game at any cost to stay in the business. So both the matches are important. Sammy and his team Toronto National will also try to jump back in the business. So till tomorrow, it's a time to say goodbye from here, and we hope you would have enjoyed our transmission on the E-Awaaz. Tomorrow we will be back again over here to give you the latest update. Till then, Dr. Dilishi and Dr. Adnan Khan says you bye-bye from here. Take care and bye-bye.